If you own an apartment in Manhattan, you're a sign of wealth and you certainly enjoy lavish living. Back in the 1920s, the appearance of expensive buildings was noticed in Manhattan. Buildings got higher and higher, along with the price for an apartment. So it's no secret that New York now owns some of the most expensive penthouses, most of them created by the world's best architects. Without further ado, let's take a look at the most expensive apartments in New York and what's so special about them. West 57th Street, $57 million. In recent years, Manhattan condominiums have been selling for about $600 a square foot, more than double the cost of building up, that is, adding additional floors to new Manhattan apartment buildings. A penthouse apartment at 111 West 57th Street was sold for over $50 million. Since the coronavirus pandemic appeared, this is the most expensive deal made. The duplex Penthouse 75 was sold for around the list price of $57 million, according to a spokesperson for the Billionaires Row development. So what put this penthouse in the most expensive apartments in New York City? Well, the two-level apartment has 4 bedrooms, 5.5 baths, and a 14-foot ceiling, but let's not forget the unbelievable views of Central Park. According to City Realty, Penthouse 75 is the city's 12th most valuable deal since March 1st, 2020. 111 West 57th Street stands at 1,428 feet, and this is in fact the second tallest residential building in the Western Hemisphere. So, what do you guys think? Would you ever pay $57 million for an apartment? West 28th Street, $58.5 million. Manhattan real estate is expensive due to limited space, zoning rules, population density, accessibility of high-paying jobs, high construction costs, safe haven demand, and tourism. When you look at the interior photography of the triplex penthouse residence inside the first completed project in New York by Zaha Hadid Architect, you can't stop thinking about spending at least a night there. The 5-bedroom triplex home spans 6,853 square feet, halos atop a 39-unit structure at 520 West 28th Street. The 3-level home is the Zaha Hadid Architect's first made New York City project, and it offers views of the north, south, and east. So, what makes this apartment so special? The triplex is followed by a direct resident elevator. It has a sculptural staircase that reaches all 3 floors. Also, you have a large outdoor terrace. It has 5 bedrooms and it features a corner master bedroom within the lower level with a separate balcony, complete dressing room, and double bathrooms. The lower level includes 3 alternate bedroom suites, and the mid-floor level includes a library, powder room for guests, and a 1,250 square foot double corner room with a private balcony and fireplace. 421 Broome Street, $59.9 million. High-paying jobs and other economic opportunities available in Manhattan naturally result in strong demand for housing in the borough itself. Here's an amazing restored triplex atop 419 through 421 Broome Street, the 19th century cast iron building in Soho. You'll be surprised to know the actor Heath Ledger had been renting a loft when he died. 10 years after his death, the apartment came back to the market. The place for the apartment near Crosby Street in the Soho Cast Iron Historic District extension is $65 million. Monthly carrying charges total $36,337. David Matlin, a distressed asset investor, and his wife Lisa Matlin bought the apartment, which includes the 5th through 7th floors, for $17.8 million on April 2011. 212 Fifth Avenue, $62.8 million. One of the most famous people in the world live in New York City. Their wealth allows them to choose from our list, and we're all a little bit jealous about it. So Jeff Bezos certainly loves the New York City area, as the Amazon founder and once the wealthiest person in the world was particularly interested in 1212 address. According to Forbes, Bezos purchased the 4th condo at 212 Fifth Avenue for $16 million, making his entire holdings in the building to almost $100 million. This man is likely to create one of the largest residences in New York City. Bezos spent $80 million in 2019 on the high-rise's 3-story penthouse and 2 apartments on the level right below. This apartment includes 4 uninterrupted stories, over 20,000 square feet, and 15 bedrooms. And this is, of course, not enough since there's rumors the billionaire is considering renovating. 53 West 53, $63.815 million. An 8,000 square foot duplex penthouse at 53W53 is something we all dream of. With an asking price of almost $64 million, this is in fact New York City's third most expensive condo after the penthouses at 212 Fifth Avenue and 100 East 53rd Street. The unit PH76 is the building's first of 6 penthouses to go on the market and is the biggest of 5 duplexes. Coming with a price, there is a 360-degree view of Central Park, the Hudson, and East Rivers. It has 4 bedrooms and a living room with double-height ceilings. Let's not forget the gas-burning fireplace, private elevator, Central Park-facing corner dining room, windowed eat-in kitchen, and complete suite of devices by Miele and Sub-Zero. The individual floor-through master bedroom suite includes the north and south corners of the second floor and holds dual walk-in closets and a large master bath clad in Noir Saint Laurent marble. The Sherry Netherland, $67 million. Sherry Netherland's sprawling 18th floor penthouse has had a difficult time selling. Now, there are tons of reasons why wealthy people didn't even consider buying the apartment. The first one would be, of course, asking too much for it. Back in 2017, the 7-bedroom, 8-bathroom home was asking $78 million. And back then, Brown Harris Stevens was the agent on the property. Shortly after, the price decreased to $68 million, but no one was interested. Guo Wengui has bought on Douglas Elliman to sell the apartment for $67 million, which is less than the $67.5 million he paid for it back in 2015. The apartment first appeared on the market for only $95 million, but it was asking $85 million at the time that Guo bought it. Guo placed the penthouse on the market shortly after he purchased it for $86 million. Madison Square Park Tower, $77.7 million. Would any of you consider spending $77.8 million on an apartment? The residence is in the tallest building in Manhattan's Flatiron District, and it comes with 2 separate studio apartments and 2 parking spaces. The triplex penthouse atop Madison Square Park Tower, a super tall new development in the Flatiron District of Manhattan, has a price tag of $77.7 million. All that sevens in the price is not a coincidence. The penthouse is elevated at 777 feet high and has over 13,000 square feet. It also comes with 2 separate studio apartments for the staff or office spaces, as well as 2 parking spaces directly available from a private elevator. The apartment's potential buyers can choose the scheme they like the best. General renderings are mediocre at best, and let's face it, someone dropping this amount of money doesn't want mediocre, said Thomas Jule Hansen, a close friend of Ekelund and Gomes and one of the 3 designers giving suggestions. Woolworth Tower Residences, $79 million. The Pinnacle is a penthouse at the top of New York City's popular Woolworth building. The penthouse had a hard time selling, so it was relisted with its first furnished renderings and a cheaper price. First put on the market for $110 million in 2017, the property is now priced at $79 million, and it crosses on the top 5 floors of the tower. The home is given as a fully unfurnished white box unit, and the developer Alchemy Properties asked the award-winning architect David Hodson to design renderings of its rooms. As you can clearly see from the photos, the penthouse is totally worth it. Hodson is recognized for designing the Sky House penthouse at 150 Nassau Street, which was awarded Best Apartment of the Decade by Interior Design Magazine in 2015. Commissioned by F.W. Woolworth and created by Cass Gilbert, the 58-story Woolworth building was the tallest structure in the world when it was completed in 1913. Priced at $79 million, a large chop from its original price of $110 million, when it first arrived on the market in 2017, the Peerless Penthouse is being offered as a white box. Well, what do you guys think about the white box? 172 Madison Avenue, $98 million. A New York City penthouse that spans 5 floors and sits just a block from the Empire State Building is the #1 most expensive apartment in New York City, with a price of $98 million, also making it the most expensive publicly listed home in the city. Its name is Le Penthouse, and it hit the market in June 2019 with 19,000 square feet of interior space, as well as about 4,500 square feet of outdoor space. To my knowledge, Le Penthouse at 172 Madison Avenue is the most expensive home for sale in the current New York City market, listing agent Raphael Sitruk of Keller Williams New York City told Business Insider. The tower where the 11-bedroom, 14-bathroom abode is based opened in the summer of 2019 and has had interesting visits and visitors. Keller Williams real estate salesperson Raphael Sitruk told Daily Mail, "The addition to the Manhattan skyline is all thanks to late architect Carl Fisher, and the inside is even better with the help of Shamir Shah's interior design. The fortunate buyer of Le Penthouse will get to swim in a private pool or sit back in the jacuzzi on their private roof deck with views of the Chrysler Building." Which of these apartments is your favorite? You can tell us in the comments section below. If you enjoyed our video, make sure you subscribe to our channel so you never miss any of our videos in the future. As always, thanks for watching, guys.